Another week, let's go.
Come on,
now.
everybody. Come on, everybody.
Here we go.
Come on, everybody.
One time.
Let's talk football.
Hey.
Let's go. Come on, y'all.
Let's get it done.
Get up on there. I know
Where
y'all want to talk some
Where
football.
y'all at? Let's go.
What's up, y'all?
You already know.
We are excited to get
What's
on
up,
here and
people?
talk some
What's up,
football
people?
today. As y'all know, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, you already know
So,
this.
this is going to be a great
already
show,
know
as
this.
you already know, with this happy Cowboy fan right
I wanna
here.
hear all that.
Because trust
I
me,
wanna
he's going to
hear
be
all
saying
that.
that today, y'all. Look
I wanna
out.
hear all that. I wanna
Look
hear all
out,
that.
y'all. There's
All
going to
y'all
be
Cowboys
saying,
fans,
I love
come
the
out.
Cowboys
I'm going to
soon.
say it. I'm going to say it.
Come on, everybody. We want
Man,
y'all on. What's up?
As I said, I have to have my Redskins stuff on, guys, because it was tough. I don't know if a lot of y'all saw it, the video where I had to put on the Cowboys jersey. A bet is a
What
bet.
up, Cat?
I lost. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hey, you just got to take it as a grain of salt.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just how it happened.
Yeah.
Hey, but we are so excited today to get started. So we're just going to go ahead and get started, y'all. Hey, I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. We are so excited to be with you guys on the day. He does look good in blue. That's what I'm saying. Don't hate. I love it. I love it, Cat.
Say that,
hey, what's up, Nakia? Hey, I am excited about that you were going to talk about this wonderful show. And we can already go ahead and feel the atmosphere because you know how happy I am.
I can't believe I wore it.
How confident he was last year. What's up, Cameron? What
up, Cam?
What up, baby? Boy? I'm glad you came. Hey, so we're gonna get talking about the show. We can go ahead and start
Let's
off.
start it off with the bet is the bet. The Cowboys, they beat my Redskins. As per requested in the bet, I said if they would win, I would say the Cowboys are the greatest team in the division, the greatest team in the league.
Woo!
I wore the jersey. We'll post that again after the show.
What up, Cameron? You can get a shout out.
It was painful.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it is what it is.
Hey, yo, what was you thinking putting that on? He had no choice. We made a bet.
I put my Redskins stuff on underneath it.
Hey, but it didn't matter. It doesn't matter what was under. It was matter what was out. And you know what was out? Those stars was out. The 88 was out. He had an 88 jersey.
Stuff underneath just so I'd be protected.
And who is the best team in the league, ladies and gentlemen?
Because of the bet, I'm going to say the Cowboys.
Woo!
Because of the bet. That's it.
That's all I need to say. That's all I need. He's a good sport. That's what I love about you. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Nakia said, Lord. Hey, that's all. Who is the best team in the league, 7-1? Okay. You know what? Because I knew you was going to come.
The Eagles.
Mr. Cornell, yes. The Eagles have the best record in the league. No, not the best record, because Kansas City still has one loss, right?
No, KC got 2 losses.
2? Oh.
Yep.
All right.
The Eagles are the best team
in the league. The Eagles, on paper, are the best team in the league.
And they picked somebody up this week, didn't they? Didn't they just pick somebody up this week?
They definitely just picked somebody up this week.
Come on. Mr. Joseph Ajayi?
Which is a great addition to the team.
Me?
Hey, I think that the Eagles are out for vengeance this year. We're going to go ahead and put that out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Cornell. I'm not, listen, I'm not going to just not deny that you guys are 7-1. Yeah. But I also will say that it's not going to last long.
Yeah, thank you. Come on. But
it's not going to last long.
You know what? And I was watching some old NFL films this week, getting ready for the show.
You need to.
I was watching, and I was watching the Fog Bowl, the 1988 Eagles-Bears game when the Eagles had all this promise to go to the Super Bowl.
Classic game.
And then just nature, God, everything
playoffs.
Came in.
See, you know what? That's why I like Mr. Cornell, because he just said playoffs. Didn't say Super Bowl. Didn't go out the world and say, we're going to win it all. Because I see some Eagle fans that truly believe that they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Yep. Now, listen, I know you guys are 7-1, but let's not forget about last year's season. The last in the league with the same type of team.
That's the thing. It's only halfway through the season.
It's halfway through the season. They haven't even had their bye week of rest.
Yeah. We're still in the beginning of this thing. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
As you can see, we're going to segue this way to injuries. As you can see, I don't know if you've heard, Deshaun Watson in practice tore his ACL.
I just don't understand it.
He's out for the season.
Done.
If you haven't heard, Deshaun Watson's out for the season.
So if you have him on your fantasy, I'm sorry.
Rid of him. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, because that was a fantasy point maker for you.
That was, because I'm gonna tell you, and the record, I think they were 3-3, 4-3, something like that. I was gonna go out there. This was my week. I was gonna say, hey, they got a couple teams that they can beat in their future. They can win their division.
They can win their division.
I thought they were the best option to challenge the Patriots in the AFC for the Super Bowl.
I would agree with that.
The Raiders didn't show it to me.
So you're saying that without Watson, they can't do it?
without J.J. Watt and without Watson, no. I'm sorry.
That's a stretch,
not saying
though.
they can't go to the playoffs. I'm saying that they can't. They're not going to win it all.
They can't win it all. No, they're not going to win it all.
Dynamic.
But will they still win the division without Watson?
Yes.
I like that. What up, Jamal? What up, baby?
Bro? What up, now?
Hey, so you're saying that without Watson, they can be in the playoffs, or you're thinking the playoffs is not even...
No, they could be in the playoffs. They have the team that can make the playoffs, okay? They're still coming together. They got Fuller V. They got, what's his name? DeAndre Hopkins. They can still make it. They have Miller. They could make it to the playoffs. I still foresee them making it to the playoffs.
But you don't think that they're going to win the playoff game?
What happened when they didn't have a quarterback in the playoffs last year?
That's true.
And they didn't have J.J. Watt last year.
They did not have J.J. Watt
and they made it. So they can make it, but we'll see if they do.
That's all I'm saying. I just don't know. I just don't know. All right, it's the middle of the season.
It's the middle of the year. Let's go on some of our picks. The beginning of the year, who was the team that you picked?
Man, the Buccaneers, man.
The Bucks, man.
Which the Bucks are still not doing horrible, but they're not.
They 2-5. They 2-5. They just did an interview. Jameis Winston was like, bottom line, don't tell me about stats. Don't tell me about, who's quarterback, who's the young guy, who's the new guy. If I don't win, it doesn't matter.
Which is true.
I like that for my quarterback.
Because the stats have been there,
yep,
but they just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Exactly.
The Buccaneers, I still am on your side. I'm still on your side. I don't know why. They don't have a QB. Houston is stuck where they are. Yep. I truly believe that, but I do think they may be able to win the first game. They could be one of those teams that just come out of nowhere.
You could see, but
you never know.
I kind of think, going back on that, Mr. Harris, Houston is going to be like Green Bay is now. They're just middle of the road.
Just
now.
done?
You don't have a dynamic quarterback. You're middle of the road. Think about this team. They had Osweiler, let him go. They had Savage, what happened to him? Watson gave this team a spark on offense.
That's true.
If he's not there,
now who do you go to?
They got to go to the old guy, Tom Savage.
Now, but what I'm saying is, don't you think the Savage could maybe... They still got the same team, though.
And they're still in a very poor division. So, yes, possibly.
Get to the playoffs. But you're not saying they're not winning.
Oh, no, they're going.
They're not winning one playoff game.
They are not winning a playoff game.
All right, well.
Unless they play like the Jets.
Is the trade deadline over? Yes, it is, right? It's done.
Yep. And there are so many trades.
RG3, what do you mean? RG3 is done.
Bring him back.
Mr. Ferguson.
Bring him back.
Really, RG3? Did you just mention RG3's name?
Hey, there is another quarterback that's out there for a lot of these teams that are having quarterback injuries, everything. Mr. Kaepernick is still available.
You know what? But I did hear something about Kaepernick being able to sign to a team.
Yep.
They've narrowed some teams down.
He's available.
So that means all of us thinking that there's no teams that want him, that's kind of probably not true.
I could think of about 10 teams
that can use him. But his agent said that he will be on a team. That's what happens when the leadership takes position of we can't have the inmates running the prison.
Wow.
Which is true. Which is such a true statement.
And that's huge because there was another trade. What's his name? Dwayne Brown, the left tackle for the Texans. After they just played Seattle, he got traded from the Texans to Seattle. He was the left tackle.
He played.
Protected Deshaun Watson. That's crazy. But a lot of those guys had issues, and he was outspoken about speaking against McNair, the owner, about all the nonsense. He said this is not the first time. Apparently, they go back to even when Obama got elected. Apparently, McNair had an issue talking about this is the worst day ever, and this is terrible. Obama's in office, da-da-da. So if that's what their owner is thinking, of course you'd have an issue. And Dwayne Brown, he got out. He got out ahead. He's one of the best left tackles. Seattle just made themselves a Super Bowl contender. I mean, not that they already weren't with that defense, but
now they've just added some stuff into the game
this week. Come on now.
So what do you think about that? Lacy starting this week. Back in.
If he can
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Lacy is back. His lawyer said he was going to be signed in 10 days. I said the same thing. But where could he go? Tell me where y'all think that Cam is going to go. I mean, not Cam. Cap.
Miami.
Even
with Jay Cutler's
gone.
No.
Cutler's gone.
Okay.
Is he back? No.
Even if he's back, he's still
Cam.
suspect.
Yeah.
Come on. Baltimore. Flacco's hurt.
Flacco is hurt. Okay. Cap can go to Baltimore.
Cap can go. They're already looking at him. They were the first team to look at him.
Okay.
Let's see. Chicago has a rookie. You can go to Chicago.
They can always do a backup. Cleveland can
Cleveland
will take.
Oh my
Cleveland
goodness.
is always looking for a quarterback.
Now San Francisco just picked up Jimmy Garoppolo.
So what you think about that?
Yo.
Now that's what I think they needed. I think that could be great. Garoppolo could be great.
He really could.
For San Francisco.
But the thing is, they're already talking about not even starting him.
Already.
And not even putting him in the game. And maybe he'll get in, maybe he won't. I understand that you need to adjust.
Yes.
But at the same time, are you kidding me?
Yes.
Nothing that you've done worked thus far.
Indiana could definitely use a quarterback.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Now, hey, if you build around Jacoby Brissett, he could be a main game manager. I'm not talking about a superstar, but a game manager.
Okay, for right now, though, he's not somebody. I would keep him as a backup.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not my starting. And I would definitely pick Cap to come in for Indiana over him.
Without a doubt. I mean, but that's all, fishes for fishes. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
Is Cap really
New York? He could go to New York. The Browns, New York. I think New York would be a perfect place, at least as a backup, because the thing is...
Really, Ferguson?
Washington,
really?
Which is a true statement. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna have to... The Redskins are gonna have to worry about next year. This year, okay, whatever. Whatever happens this year, happens this year. But you have no security in next year. You have no security in your wide receivers. None. You don't know if Cousins is going to stay with you. None.
Oh, my goodness.
You literally have no idea what's in store for the Redskins for next year. So my thing is, with all these trades going on, with they getting a Jahi, all these teams getting good players, why didn't the Redskins go and trade? Answer that, Sean. My question is, you guys have no security for next year at all.
Listen, our only issue is that we're getting hurt. Our defense still did great, okay? Our special team, we've always had issues with that. Kirk has no help. Now, that doesn't change the fact that Kirk overthrows everybody. That doesn't change the fact that when the game's on the line, Kirk throw picks, throw interceptions, my friend.
Let's not do that to Kirk. Let's not do that to Kirk.
We're gonna do that to Kirk.
Remember, you love Kirk, Sean.
I still love him.
That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, this last game, was lots of weather. The last game that we played was weather. The Jets, Houston, Washington, but we'll sign with Houston, and the owner will try to save face.
Oh, yeah. And see, now it gets political. Now it gets to who's going to be politically correct, who's going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, I'll pick him up, I'll do this.
It's going to be the golden team to get Cap.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, there's so many people out there that not watching the NFL based on Cap. So if he gets to a team like his agent says, there's a lot of... And like you said, they probably have lost a lot of people watching the NFL Network this year, as you all know, because a lot of people, like I knew somebody from St. Louis, they said that their radio station said that they don't watch it. So literally everybody's been promoting don't watch it, and people have not been watching the NFL, as we know, because they said their ratings have gone down this year. Now, when Cap gets picked up, the ratings will go back up. So don't you think it's somebody in the NFL office saying, somebody's got to take him. Now, draw a straw. Somebody's got to take this man.
But it gets to the point where even we can even go back to the Tim Tebow situation where he can't throw the ball. And he's not a quarterback, and he's this, he's that. But he still won a playoff game. Think of how many great quarterbacks we can talk about that have not won a playoff game.
True.
Okay, and when it comes down to it, it's the bottom line. Let's be real. These owners care about that bottom line. The bottom line
is he had a dynamic first season.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. When he comes back, he's a Super Bowl tested quarterback. He's been to the big game. He's led his team. He's been on a great drive and a great season. He can do those things. He can throw. He can run. He's an all-purpose quarterback. You got to get him. You got to bring him in.
He's still got them legs. I would use him.
Right.
There's a lot of teams just acting funny, acting like they don't need him. But let's just face it. You definitely need him. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Hopefully someone is saying something at the table about playing again. Hey, he's definitely going to play.
I hope so.
He's definitely going to play.
I hope so.
It would be somebody may get hurt. You never know how he's going to get in there. He's got to play.
Wrong. So many people have already gotten hurt. Right now, we're dealing with stubborn owners. Right now, we're dealing
Yeah,
with
because there's really no reason why Miami hasn't picked him up.
Cutler went down, okay?
There's no reason why Miami hasn't picked him up.
Minnesota's been playing a merry-go-round with their quarterbacks, okay?
Literally, Minnesota's been playing a merry-go-round.
You know, all these different quarterbacks are hurt. All these different guys going down. And you're like, are you kidding me? You have a healthy Colin Kaepernick here. You're not taking him? Like, come on now.
All right, now that you mentioned the Vikings, their quarterback is coming back.
Yeah, Bridgewater.
He is coming back.
Excited.
Of course, wouldn't you be excited because he's a good quarterback?
Yeah.
But my thing is, do you think he's going to be ready? And is he going to be the same as we've seen him before? Is he going to be the same quarterback as where we just saw him? The last time he got hurt, they were the team.
That's the thing.
So do you think that they will?
I just don't know. I don't know.
Are you saying collusion? I'm thinking it. I ain't going to say nothing. But there's blackmailing going on. Do they really despise him that much? For sure.
No.
For sure, because you're making a statement, and now not only are you making a statement, but you're boldly standing up and saying, I don't give a dag on what you care about or what you think about it. I'm going to make it a statement.
Right.
First, he sat down, but out of respect for veterans, he took a knee from listening to another veteran. At the end of the day, you gotta say that this is something spiteful, because why would he not even be in the league?
Oh, yeah.
Why is he not in the league now? There's so many quarterbacks right now that are worse than Kaepernick.
This is the thing, and this is why Trump, and I hate to say this, is a very smart man, because he took advantage of the situation. You have Kaepernick taking a knee, and taking a knee for something he believes in.
Yeah.
But what did Trump do? Trump flipped it to say flag. Flipped it to say, oh, the veterans, he's going against that. Nothing. Kaepernick had nothing to do with that. But
he said what his plan was.
And you see how he got people to jump on board and say, hey, yeah, you know, we don't like that. He's going against the flag. When he's told you every single time he's not going against the flag. Now they have no longer looked at his ability, no longer looked at how he can help his team. All they see is that
he's disrespecting the
flag. And then you got
half
of these owners that, remember, donated to Trump to get him into office.
Trump is running the NFL plantation.
Hey,
Jerry, my boy Jerry's on the squad. My boy Jerry's one of the masters.
They're called owners for a reason. Let's just step back on that.
But you're so right. There's no reason why Kaepernick should not be in the game right now.
Right.
Check his page. Watson out. Savage better than Cap. Yes.
Yeah,
Savage is better than Cap.
Yeah.
What?
Tom Savage
is not better than Kaepernick. He's got
Tom Savage. They took him
now
for
Savage's
rookie.
legs.
Took him out for rookie.
Tom Savage's legs are not better than Cap's legs.
Right.
But arm-wise,
they took him out in the first half of the first game for a rookie. I'm sorry, Cap, bring you in. If I'm the owner, bring him in.
Did they not do the same thing to Cap? Did they not just take Cap out?
They took Alex Smith out for Cap.
And then what happened to Cap after that? Bam!
Well,
that's the system of the game. But the thing is, they're both backups. Don't get me wrong. They are both backup quarterbacks. Savage and Cap are backups. They are backups. I'm not even saying that Cap deserves to come in and be starting. I'm saying that he deserves to be on a team. He is a valuable person that you could use. You're just wasting. You probably have two backups. Anybody on the NFL, after their starting quarterback, they got scrubs back there. They're waiting. Garoppolo was probably the only backup quarterback that was working. And now he's off of the Patriots. Now he's gone and becoming a starting quarterback.
And see, that's the thing. How many backup quarterbacks outside of Garoppolo could you name?
That's what I mean. My point exactly.
I mean, that's the thing.
So I'm not saying that Cap should start. I'm saying that he should be on a team. The thing is, there's not too many quarterbacks that are not starting that shouldn't be on the field. Like, there's some backups that are literally scrubs. Like, we know that the Broncos, they got their quarterback, which is killing me. Simmons killing me, right?
But you know,
they got Osweiler. They got Osweiler in the back.
Osweiler starting this week,
which they should have done already. Now, please, how many people agree with me that Osweiler should have been starting for the Broncos a long time ago when they realized that Simeon wasn't going to be able to do anything? It was not working.
But see, the difference is the thing that hurt the Broncos is the fact that their defense was playing so good. They had that game against you guys.
They had a dynamic defense.
So that covers up a lot of things on the offense.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
Their offense looking like that.
If your defense shows up, right?
Yeah.
And your offense can string together 2 or 3 good drives, and your defense can shut them down and possibly get more points, that will cover up the fact.
How many L's do you take before you realize that your defense can't do it all?
He wasn't always playing this bad. I'm not defending him at all. Let's believe
he
that.
started off better, but the defense also started off better.
Well, see, that's the thing. The defense is the reason why he started off better. Because when the defense was
and he didn't have much time.
He plays as good as the defense plays. When the defense is down, he's exposed. And then he lost Emmanuel Sanders to injury.
But do you take a quarterback like Osweiler that literally won games with your team? Games with your team.
I know.
Not just came in and maybe a few games, won all the games that he played with your team other than the one. Beat the Patriots with your team.
I know.
You would let him come back to your team and be a third string. Because at that moment, he was not even past...
Because at that point...
Paxton Lynch.
And see, there goes the stubborn fact. At that point... They wanted to say, hey, we have our man. Yeah, you're coming back to us, but it's under our terms, blah, blah, blah,
yeah, because you left us trying to kind of shove it in his face.
You wanted to get some money.
But when does pride really slap you in your face? You're being prideful about it.
Well, and when this game, if he dominates, watch.
Then they'll realize how dumb they were.
Feet. Oh, my God, you're so great, Osweiler, blah, blah, blah. Watch. If he dominates. So watch that. This week. If the Broncos dominate and Osweiler does his
Cap
thing.
lost his confidence after that Super Bowl loss. He definitely did. Mm-hmm. His last season was horrible. Bring back Tebow before Cap.
Tebow. Hey, playoff win. How many quarterbacks don't have a playoff win? Tebow has one. In an OT.
That's true.
Against the Steelers. Let's go.
That's
all right,
true.
man. Let's talk about it. You know what? I don't know, a lot of y'all might have seen it, y'all might not have seen it. It's going on Instagram, it's going on Facebook. There's a video of this guy named Sean Spencer in a Cowboys jersey. Brandon, I know you want to talk about him.
Looking
see
good.
This weekend.
Looking good.
All the Cowboys haters.
Look good on with that star on.
I wore the star.
I would say there was a lot of Redskins fans that did not agree with you. Just was disgusted that you did that.
They were disgusted.
But it was a bet.
They couldn't believe I put it on.
It
but
was
it wasn't
something
a bet.
that you had
I'm a man
to do.
of my word. I love my girl Janae. It was a bet. I lost. David Wright.
Where's that jersey, Sean?
Yo, don't worry about it. It's not on.
I'll bring it back. y'all. I didn't even think about it. I should have brought it today so he could have just worn it over his neck.
Not gonna do it.
But I ain't gonna do it to him. I ain't gonna do that to him.
No.
Definitely the Steelers. What about the Steelers?
Yo.
What? The Steelers what?
What they gonna do?
They need a quarterback? They need a quarterback? What?
They ain't about to need a whole bunch of guys.
They need what? I did not see it. Oh, Mr. Cornell, go look at my page.
We will definitely show that.
Go look at my page and go see my last post. It's him on Monday putting on the garment. Putting on the garment. It was awesome. It was awesome. Hey, so you thinking they need a quarterback? Is that what they're saying about the Steelers?
I'm thinking so. Is their guy? I mean, what's up? Is their guy going to do his thing?
There's so many teams that are disappointing me. We'll get on that. We'll get on that. But there's so many teams that disappoint me.
I mean, speaking of disappointment, let's go on your boy. I mean, y'all beat us. Hey, and Zeke had an amazing game. Zeke did exactly what you wanted Zeke to do.
He played his good last game.
He did great.
He played his good last game.
Okay.
He went out strong.
He's on now. The suspension got upheld.
Back on.
And he's right. He's going to supposedly go for 6 weeks. Okay? Now, in that 6 weeks, you got the Chiefs this week. You got the Falcons next week that are struggling. Leading Philly, and Chargers, Skins, and Giants. So you could potentially go 3-3 in that.
3-3.
You know,
because like you're saying, I would claim a W against the Chargers. I would claim a W against the Skins, and I would claim a W against the Giants. I know you want to say no. I know you want to say no, but you said no.
I was going to give y'all the Falcons.
You said no last week. You don't give us the Falcons. I think it's 4 wins out of there.
That's 3.
And the thing is, so as we're talking about that, so Alfred Morris, there was talk about the Cowboys within this last little trading hour that the Cowboys need to go and pick up a running back.
Yeah.
So Alfred Morris just wrote and said,
nah.
That's disrespectful for you to say that we need a running back when we have me and McFadden. So what y'all think about that? Do you think, I'm going to tell you what I think. Do you think that the Cowboys can make it without a Zeke for 6 games?
No.
Now, let me tell you what I think.
Read my lips. No.
Hey, Cameron, I'm not going to sleep on Rivers, but I'm not going to sleep on the fact that they barely have been winning games.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take that. I mean, I'm going to take that. I'm going to claim my team can do that. I'm not going to say any of these games aren't going to be close, but we're going to win. We're going to win. I'm not going to say they're not going to be close, but we're definitely going to win. Oh, come on, Brandon. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Brandon, you know what's up, brother. Hey, let's go to West Virginia.
All right, Cowboys and Chiefs.
Let's talk about West Virginia.
Cowboys and Chiefs, I'm thinking the Chiefs probably going to win. I'm not even going to. What up, Greg? The Chiefs are probably going to win that. I'm not even going to deny that the Chiefs will win against the Cowboys. I hope they don't. I don't want to claim it. I hope they don't. Falcons, yes, we got it.
No.
Yes, they're not even playing like the Falcons right now. The Falcons ain't the Falcons from last year.
Get out of
They're
here.
not those Falcons.
Okay.
Julio Jones ain't even a man on that squad right now, which he should be.
Yeah, he should
be the man, but they're not utilizing him, so I'm pretty sure we'll take advantage of that.
We'll see.
Eagles, I'm not sold on the Eagles. Y'all are sold on the Eagles, but I'm not sold on the Eagles. And I honestly think, when is the Eagles bye week? This week?
It's supposed to be coming up. It's not this week, but I think it's the next week.
So if it's not this week, I'm thinking they're going to lose. I think lose number 2 is coming before bye week. I'm not sold on the Eagles strictly because they didn't make too many changes from from last year. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some pieces that need to be, tweaked out so we can figure out the Eagles. Yeah. But just like they figured out the Cowboys, just like they figured out the Falcons, just like they figured out them when they had great seasons. Yeah. The same thing with the Eagles.
And that's what they did last year. See, the thing is, they put on a quarter of a season last year and went 3-1. Remember, everybody crowned them as Super Bowl champions last year.
Always.
And then what happened? The NFL caught up with them.
Literally.
This is only the halfway point of the season, guys. Things could change.
Drastically.
Really.
Because there's a whole nother 8 games.
Right. So, the Eagles,
I'm not sold.
They are the best at this moment.
And I would like to say, for the last 5 years, the Cowboys have reigned in the division with playing divisional teams. So at the end of the day,
can Dak lead them? I think he's going to fold without Elliott.
Ooh.
That's what Cam is saying.
Now, we talked about this before the show started.
Boys last year.
Cam, we talked about this before the show started. What we talked about is Dak is going to have to play like a Tony Romo. He's going to have that mindset of, I'm going to have to control this game, and the game is going to be controlled by me, not by the running game, not by anything else. I'm going to control the game. I'm going to give the ball off. I'm going to do what I have to do. We're still going to run. But in his mindset, he's got to be like, I got to win this game. Put it all on my shoulders.
Do you go 5 wide receiver? Do you split out Jay Witt? You split out those guys. Do you have Dak just sitting there like what Deshaun Watson was doing?
I would love to do that. I would love to do 5. He's a runner. So at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, Dak can run.
Let me ask you this. Because you saw midway through, actually the first half up to halftime, you saw Dez Bryant just doing this. Two targets. Just 2 targets. Now, don't get me wrong.
Dez was pissed.
If it's not broken,
he was pissed.
Don't fix it. I'm all for going up to Zeke, and I would have told Dez, hey, Zeke's running for 150 yards. You really crying about this stuff? We're winning the game. Are you really crying?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
And that's
but he kept going, so now he's going to get this opportunity. There's nothing more that you can say. If he doesn't show up now,
put the ball in the air and let the man go get it. Let any of them go get it. Williams, Butler, Beasley, Witten, Hannah, all of them. Let them go get the ball. Throw the ball, and I think they can dominate. But the thing is now, yes, with Ezekiel out, we're going to have to change our system. Yeah. We're not going to be able to run the ball every play and then third down throw it. We're going to have to be on our game when it comes to throwing the ball. Yep. Now, I will say that I'm not worried because I do, like I said before when I thought Ezekiel was going to be out, I think Alfred Morris is a great backup running back. He is. I think McFadden is a good backup. The thing is, McFadden gets hurt a lot, but let's not forget, these are 2 young guys that dominated with their teams that they had. Well, not McFadden. McFadden didn't dominate with Oakland, but it's okay. But how did Alfred Morris do for y'all?
Oh, he was good.
He was lovely.
He was great.
I'm excited because this is their opportunity, and you got to think about this. This is the players' opportunity to show. What's up, Mom? This is the players' opportunity to show them what we can do. We're going to have to do, they're going to have to show, Alfred Morris is going to have to show y'all what he can do in order for y'all to believe. But once he does it, will you believe? Will people jump on the Alfred Morris bandwagon if he shows people what he can do from the first game?
The thing is, he's already shown what he can do. That's why Dallas picked him up. I mean, he was an asset to the Redskins.
Great asset.
And he did great. He did prove to have fumbling problems late in the year, but he was still a rookie at that time. We only gave him 2 or 3 years, and then the whole great offseason Redskins nonsense, we shipped him off to our arch rival.
I was about to say, everyone's sleeping on Alfred Morris. I'm not.
He's still a solid running back. He's a beast.
If anybody's going to be out and hurt, I would rather have Alfred as my backup.
But here's the
thing. Because I have to get the wheels turning, but that's what I would like. That's definitely what I would like.
Here's
that's all you need to do.
Nobody is factoring in. Y'all still have that offensive line. Okay? You, me, all of us, Tony Romo now, could run behind that line. That line is a solid line in Dallas. Alfred Morris is a solid running back. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but
now,
we
got some new pieces. Now we got some new pieces.
You still have three members of that solid line.
We do. We got some new pieces that we still got to work out. I think my boy, his name is Connor or something. Connor, like, we got to work him out. He's new, and he made some mistakes. He definitely made some mistakes last week against y'all. But if they could room him, get him back to where he needs to be, because you got to think, our offensive line last year was better than our offensive line this year.
Yeah.
So we have to groom the people that we're putting in those positions, because that's our maker right there. That's our offensive line. If the Cowboys don't have that, it's like,
yeah. But you still, the thing is, you still got Dak, you still got Zeke, you still got Witt. I mean, not Zeke, but you still got Dez, you still got Witten. So you still have threats out there. You got Beasley, you got Williams. So as long as he gets the pass off,
so what's
you
up
have
with Beasley
a line.
this year? Beasley's still Beasley.
He's still going to be all right.
That's Dak's go-to guy.
And what other thing we have to understand, there's not a lot of balls to go around. If Zeke is dominating like he is, that's the problem in Pittsburgh right now. If Le'Veon dominates, you have to give him his 20 to 30 touches.
Gotcha.
Zeke the same way. What beat the Redskins last week, Zeke kept running. We kept giving the ball back, but Zeke kept running. And you saw him after each time saying, give me the, I want to eat. I want to eat.
Down every time.
If there's not enough balls going around, that's why Dez is sitting here saying I only got 2 looks, because you got Dez, you got Beasley, Williams, Witten, Zeke getting the grab, Morris if he's in the game. So that's gonna be the biggest issue going forward with you guys.
That's what makes Beasley our best weapon. He doesn't need the. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, if he could just get the ball to Beasley, or he's got to start getting the ball to Dez. There's no question about that. Now, Dez should not only receive 2 passes. That's it. Because the thing is, when Dez got the ball, he did things with the ball.
He dominated. Right, of course.
So the thing is, he had an argument. He definitely had an argument, because Dez wants the ball. So we got to figure out what the game plan is to keep the rhythm going with Beasley, because I don't want to give that up, because that connection's like a Tony Romo and Dez. But Dak's got to get that Dak and Dez thing going on.
It has to
It's just not there yet, but it's coming. But I also think that it could be another Deshaun Jackson Cousins situation where it's probably too fast to get him to.
Yeah.
You know,
they have to be on the
Beasley
same
runs
page.
the shortcuts. Dez goes for the long ball.
Exactly.
It may be just too much for him to get them the ball.
That's the thing. When you have Dez going deep, when you have Witten going deep, and then Beasley's coming to run a crossing route, that's a high percentage pass.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If I got to chuck it up 5 times a game deep downfield, just like what the problem with Kirk Cousins and Deshaun Jackson.
True.
When he had to chuck it up, that's timing. That's not an easy thing to do. But if you got a guy crossing right into the linebackers who I can dump it off to, and he could get 10 yards.
But see, that's why he's got.
That's why Beasley will be the guy.
That's not the only thing. Is you gotta get that. That's it. But that's not the only player you got out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad that we pay Dez all this money and he's not the man of the team anymore. You know what I mean? He went from, when Tony Romo was quarterback, from like, okay, I am the man. They just paid me my money. Tony Romo didn't come back after that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you have to work that system with Dak. Y'all got to get that.
Yeah, y'all got to be on the same page. But how much of that in his behavior is the curse of the '88? Because Michael Irvin, he was that same way. He was like, give me the ball. And to these guys' defenses, you need to have them involved. You have to have them involved in the ball game.
Because last thing you want is for Dez to go somewhere.
Ooh.
So when does the coach step in and say, all right, we need to start getting the ball to
but
Dez?
not even the coach. When does the owner step in? Because the owner seems to run y'all team.
Anybody
Papa
step
Jerry.
in. Anybody step in and say, hey, y'all can start throwing the ball to Dez now. We need y'all to start incorporating Dez. Now, if the system's working, don't break it. Don't if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Greg,
you know what I mean?
Greg said something that's very key right now. He said that's why Crowder was so good. Exactly. Kirk Cousins had Pierre Garçon, he had Deshaun Jackson over the top. And these guys were reliable guys. You had Pierre for third downs, and he was a possession guy. Deshaun could take a top of a defense. So that's why Crowder was so good. You can't make Crowder number 1. You see how he's struggling this year.
Crowder was good last year. Reed was good last year. Those are the people that they developed something with Cousins that he had.
Right.
Dez got to do the same thing. All right, man. Get off my team because I'm getting sad, getting ready to cry.
So, a couple of other games going on. The Ravens blanked the Dolphins 40-0. We both picked the other way. Didn't we pick the Dolphins?
We both picked the
We both picked the Dolphins. My thing is, this is the classic case of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing. Like, both teams. You don't know who's going to show up. I mean, Miami's lost their quarterback. And you know what? I'm going to go, you know what? I don't know if Greg Turner's on here right now, but if you're not, watch this. I went to Chicago, and I picked up a shirt for you, and this is about your quarterback, okay? Cutler makes me drink, okay? Now, I feel the same way about Mr. Cousins, because Kirk, you push me over the edge sometime, brother. And I just got to say, when you throw a daggone interception every time we play the Cowboys, it makes me think you're playing for their team. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Hey. That's all I'm being nice. But, yo, the Dolphins and the Ravens, what? I mean, we just saw the Ravens go to London and get just skunked by the Jaguars. So,
and then they skunked the Dolphins. But in the Dolphins' defense, they still had to figure out what to do without Cutler. Yeah. And it didn't look good. It didn't look pretty. It didn't look pretty at all. It didn't look, like we said, Kaepernick, you're available for some of these teams. Miami.
Both of those teams would love to have you.
And the Ravens. They need somebody. They both need somebody. That's not saying it was a good game. It wasn't even a good game. No. It was a bad game. Yeah. It was a bad game all the way.
They had like two defensive touchdowns, maybe like a kickoff return or something like that. Like it wasn't pretty, guys.
It was crazy, is what it was. I couldn't believe it. My daggone self.
Right.
So for the Ravens and Dolphins, they're both looking for quarterbacks. Well, I guess the Ravens can make it work with what they got, but you're not going to be able to play other teams like you played the Dolphins and win.
No.
So they need to be going out there to look for somebody else too. Right. All right, man, because I've been getting a whole bunch of stuff from the Texans this week too, because they just been hype this week. Hype. Shout out to Houston, y'all. Shout out to
Houston. Yo, Houston strong, baby.
First World Series, man.
I'm so happy
man.
for you
Shout
guys. And that was, wasn't that an amazing World Series? I mean, we've had a couple good ones recently, but that was like a juggler. That was when you make you feel good. I mean, come on. They were
before Houston to shut it out. In the last game, it made you feel good. It made you feel like, okay, Houston.
And I'm glad they did it. You know, the Dodgers, they still won like 43 out of 50 games in a 50 game
which is a great season. Don't even beat yourself.
They still dominated the whole year. Had over 100
Ravens
victories.
are a bad team. Dolphins are good, just not disciplined. I don't even know about that. If they had a good without Cutler,
Tannehill, their starter.
Yeah,
they've been falling since then.
They need Tannehill.
This season has been like a wash.
They can go ahead and call it a day.
Yeah.
So discipline, it don't even matter about discipline. They really just need to go ahead and call it a day and start back from fresh. Because it just doesn't make any sense how bad they're doing, and I thought it was going to be a decent season for them. At least a decent season.
Suspect.
Hey, but the Texans go down.
The crazy part of all this is that Houston, the Astros won the series last night. Yeah. Okay. Texans played absolutely like that could have been the Super Bowl game. Like that was absolutely amazing game.
At the end,
they lost at the very end to a top tier defense. But Deshaun Watson still threw for 400 yards. He had 4 touchdowns and ran for over 50 yards.
So now, what does that say about the Legions of Boom? Are they done? If somebody's making 400 yards off of your defense.
But Deshaun Watson's not just a regular somebody, as we can see now. He's not just a regular. Kirk's not doing that.
He's not a regular somebody, but he's still not somebody yet.
Okay.
Do you know that man picked apart?
Yeah, he did.
The Seahawks.
He also picked apart the Patriots.
Which is true, but what I'm saying is, are they done? Is this still because they paid so much money in the Seahawks defense, right? The Seahawks have invested so much money in their defense. Those players, Sherman, all those players are making guap, right? So now, in my opinion, do you still choose to invest in your defense, or you're going to have to cut some of those players to get some of your money back? Because the defense is not playing like the defense normally would. Yeah, do you continue to ride on that?
Do you risk breaking up that defense in hopes that maybe your offense will shine?
You got a lot of money in that defense.
You got Richardson, you got Lockett, you got Graham, who's now showing up on offense. If Lacey pans out,
if the Seahawks don't make the playoffs this year,
and they just got that left tackle,
which my point is, if they don't make the playoffs this year, which they could not make the playoffs, there's other teams in there now.
Yeah.
We got Rams. We got other teams that we're talking about now. If they don't make the playoffs, Do you continue to invest in the defense? That's a lot of money in that defensive scheme. I'm just telling you, the Seahawks have a lot of money in that defense.
Yeah.
Do you keep it to save face and say, oh, we're going to get better for next year, da-da-da? Or do you already have all that talent and you're seeing that it may not work? It may not work.
Are you asking what I think they're going to do? What I think they're going to do is they're going to keep it and they're going to try to sit there and say our defense, we're going to ride on our defense. What they probably should do is lighten the load. I don't know. I don't know.
It's the pieces that they need.
But at the same time, we're talking about 1 or 2 games here. Okay?
But you're talking about from last year. I mean,
but we're talking about
playoff contending to.
I'll put it to you this way: if you had your O-line and you had Dak and maybe one other piece on offense, but your defense was that solid, and maybe they gave up a couple games in the middle of the week. Because remember, in the first game of the year, they gave it up to Aaron Rodgers, and everybody was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But there's still a top-tier defense who still has dominated. They're still in the playoff hunt, and right now, they're one of the front runners in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl.
That's true.
I mean, with all the injuries, I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
I don't think they're going to pull it off.
I agree with you.
Offensively, they don't have enough manpower to pull it off.
But you know what the thing is? It's just like we learned last year with the Steelers, just like we learned last year with you guys or the Packers. It's all about who's playing at the right time.
That's true. Hey, Hawks D can't be dominant without at least a moderate running game.
Yep.
There's pieces on the offense that they're going to have to fix. There's all the money in the defense. Yep. Now, I understand they were the beast. They are the leaders of boom. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's not get it twisted. These guys deserve their name. Mm-hmm. But if it's not working, if it doesn't work one season, and you got all that money tied into that, don't you need to think that you need to free up something unless you're going to go out there and find some dynamic rookies? But I don't see no rookies like that being like there.
I don't. And that's the thing. And they're playing for a very tight window. They're playing for the next 3 to 4 years.
Literally.
To get in there and do it. And you got to remember, they had, in first 4 years, a Super Bowl appearance. Yeah. Two Super Bowl appearances, 1 win, 1 loss.
Yes.
That could have gone very differently. They could have had 2 wins very easily.
It could have been very different.
You know what I mean? So they're playing for that 4 to 5 year window. They're not playing for the long term.
That's
you
true.
got these guys on defense that are old.
David White's a running game. They got to have a running game.
They do.
There's no way
they've been trying
system...
to find that. And that's the thing. Since they let go of Marshawn Lynch, they've been trying to replace him, and they haven't been able to.
But see, that's my okay. So Marshawn Lynch took the season out. I'm done. Right, retired. Wouldn't that be the time you say let's go get AP or somebody?
Right.
It just didn't make you have all your money tied into a defense and it's not working right now.
But
if the defense ain't winning you games like before,
it's just now not working. When Marshawn Lynch and all them left, they still felt like that defense would still be able to carry them. They feel like that defense can carry them, amass any injury.
So if it doesn't,
I agree. I don't think it will. We've already seen it.
But do you think that they should change up some stuff?
Of course.
If it doesn't work this year, if the scheme doesn't work this year, do you think in off season they'll say, okay, we need to evaluate our defense? Period.
If they don't go to the Super Bowl, if they make it to the NFC Championship or the divisional round,
okay,
I do think
if they make it there, there's nothing.
I think they don't mess with
about.
anything.
There's nothing even to talk
they
about
mess with it.
if they make it. But that's if they make it.
Yep. And their offensive line is an issue. They don't need Marshawn. They need an O-line. Right. O-line could change everything because what an O-line does is it hides the running back. You can make some guy like Aaron Jones for the Packers look decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are looking at him for fantasy football like, where is he? Who is he?
That's true.
You know what I mean? So O-line could do it. O-line could do it. So, let's go through a couple of these games. The Falcons, we just talked about them. They just barely got the Jets.
Jets, I was rooting for you, man. I wanted y'all to get one, man.
Here's my pick right now. Jets missed the playoffs by like a game or 2. I really think maybe a 7-9, 8-8. I think they missed the playoffs by a game or 2. I don't Miami. I think they're going to go down. The Patriots, they're still going to dominate, but I think they're going to struggle. Buffalo is going to win that division. Buffalo's defense is out of
Buffalo is going to win the division. Yes. You're claiming that right now.
I gotta go left field sometimes, baby.
I like it.
Last year I picked the Chargers.
Will the Rams, the LA Rams, make the playoffs?
Yes.
They're making the playoffs. Will they win their first game? Protect Russ. That's another good thing. You need to invest in the offensive line. Ooh, Don't get me started on the Seahawks. I'm telling you, I can talk about the Seahawks all day.
Hey, and sidebar on that. Russell Wilson runs around all the time, and nobody sits there and says, oh, he needs to stay in the pocket. Good quarterback stay in the pocket. But when Robert Griffin ran around, everybody had an issue with that. Please explain that to me, people. Okay? I don't get it.
Maybe they just don't want your Tinkerbell to get hurt.
See,
that's why.
See that?
Tinkerbell
see
legs.
That? See that?
Tinkerbell legs to get hurt.
That's what we don't want. That's how I block those.
That's what we do.
That's how I block those shots.
So the LA Rams will make the playoffs.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
They will definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah. And I believe they'll win.
I'm totally down for the LA Rams to win. I want to see an underdog. Buffalo, stop smoking the devil's lettuce, Sean.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be very close, and I think Buffalo wins. If Buffalo, they just picked up Kelvin Benjamin. Okay, they traded off Marcel Darius, which was terrible, but they have a good
decision, by the way, for them to get rid of him.
Yeah,
that was a horrible decision.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But
their defense is still one of the top 5 defenses in the league. They have the best pass defense in the league. The best turnover ratio defense in the league. They're a solid split. If they can stay healthy, you got Shady. Tyrod can win games. Okay, they needed maybe a receiver or two. Once they get Charles Clay back, they got Kelvin Benjamin now.
They do.
Buffalo.
Oh man,
I was wrong when I said that. Yeah, I am stretching. We're gonna go there.
Hey, I'm down for it. Just like I want the LA Rams. I want the LA Rams. I've still got my hopes out for the Bucks, man. But you guys are just disappointing me.
Yeah, the Bucks.
The Bucks are disappointing me
2-5 right now.
I wanted you guys to do something this year. I wanted this to be your year, but I don't feel it anymore.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
My excitement just
going down. It's going down.
But
for
LA,
real.
I said LA Rams at the beginning of the season. I'm still for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Golf. Keep doing your thing.
Do your thing, man.
Hey, the team is looking good. The defense is looking scary good. I love it. So I'm hoping LA can make the playoffs. That's all I hope. That's all I hope.
Yo, so
Patriots. Let's talk about the Patriots, man.
The Pats, man. Chargers. That's one of the teams I picked. Right now they're 3-5. Looked a lot worse in the beginning. I think they're 3-1 in the last 4 games. Yeah. I think they're doing pretty solid right now.
Better.
And they had a shot in this game.
They were doing better.
Not mistaken.
Did you not think that the Patriots were going to lose?
Oh, I did. I did. I
did.
definitely thought they were, and I was ready to call it.
That's the bad part of the season. So many games I thought the Patriots were going to lose. So many games they had an opportunity to lose. It just seems like they always get this is the right hand of the ball. They just always get it.
That's that championship advantage. That's that I'm Tom Brady. So, if you watch Tom Brady after a certain play where he thinks it's a penalty, he'll go to the refs and say, you missed something. You should have called that. And watch how many times the refs go up, flag.
Hey, that's
that championship advantage.
Belichick is the man.
Belichick, Kraft, Trump. It's all in line. It's all in line, man. I need to run with them.
You get on my nerves. All right, man. Let's take a moment of silence for the Browns. 8th game losing streak.
They went across the pond.
I predicted you guys. You know what? But the sad part is, just like the Patriots almost lost, you guys almost win every time.
You guys went to London this time to lose it. To London. I thought maybe different time zone, everything's different. Maybe things will be different. Maybe they're playing soccer over there. You guys will win a game.
No.
But you let me down again.
8 games losing. Dude, I still have I'm still encouraged. I'm encouraged for you guys that you guys will win at least 2. Never bet against Belichick. We already know that. You said, it's a line. It's God. Trump.
Yeah. All down. It's right there. We know that.
We already know that.
I will say this, though, Cleveland. I'm officially throwing my hat in the pot for your new quarterback. I will be the new quarterback if you need it.
This guy.
You guys had Robert Griffin last year, so I don't think you can go any worse than that.
This guy.
So if you need me, Cleveland, I'm telling you, I'll drive. I'll drive to practice every day. You can pay me the league minimum.
That's all he's asking.
We're not going to win anything, Cleveland, but
you haven't been winning anything.
I'm better than what you got.
I've been talking of the Browns last season. Hey, listen, David.
Know it, man. David, you know, buddy.
I literally have been riding for the Browns so long.
Yeah.
I predicted 3 wins, right?
Yeah.
5 or 5?
Yeah.
3 or 5?
Yeah.
3 or 5.
It was 3. We brought it down to 3. 5.
Yeah,
you were being bold. You were being bold.
And then we went down to 3. But see, I still want those 3. I'm still claiming those 3. It could happen, ladies and gentlemen. It can happen. I just want, if we could just get the taste of one victory. I think that if they could feel the taste of one victory, I think that it could possibly just be great. No. If they could I just don't know.
I don't foresee it happening.
You don't think they can get one? Just one win? Just one win?
There's a couple games where I really thought they were going to do it. When they played the Colts, I thought they could do it. San Francisco, I thought they were going to do it.
All their games have been close, right or wrong.
Yes.
All their
exception to this last one. They lost by 15 in the last one.
But we're not going to count this one.
Okay.
Because we already knew they were going to lose this one.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to win this one in London. I didn't think.
No.
But at least
I forgot they were playing. So.
But there were some teams that I thought that they could win, and they got so close.
Yeah.
But they got no overtime this year. Overtime to win a game.
And they still couldn't pull it out.
That game's going to be sad.
Yeah.
I feel it too. I feel it too.
We're hoping for you guys. We're not making fun of y'all.
Hey,
we really want y'all to pull it out.
I don't think so, but it could happen. Hey, let's get on to this week's games.
Tonight, the Bills and the Jets. Okay,
so who you going for?
Buffalo, baby.
Jets.
I already picked out Buffalo doing that thing.
Jets are going to win.
Buffalo's about to do that thing.
Hey, Jets are going to win. Mark my words. Jets are hungry. They want to win. He already predicted they're going to win their division.
Yes.
So I think they're going to win this game right here.
Let's go, Buffalo.
So you heard it first. Buffalo, Jets. Jets going to win it.
Just
see. Like I said to Dallas.
We're going to
win it against the Redskins. I already said that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, back to topic at hand. Broncos and Eagles. What do you think?
Osweiler starting for Denver.
Okay.
Denver's defense is coming to play. I'm going to tell you that right now. Wentz, Eagles, they're all on a high.
I think you're right.
All of us.
First L is coming.
Denver is going to show up.
First L is coming.
6-2
and I will
Philly.
be so hyped if that L comes.
Denver's going to show up. That's my pick. That's how I think we're together on that one.
Please, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Denver.
You can give me 7-2. Come on. Come on. Just hear my prayer. 7-2. Then we can catch up.
Let's go,
we
Denver.
Can try to catch up. Let's go, Denver. Let's go.
Yo,
hey.
Chiefs and Dallas. What are you saying? Let's be honest. What are you saying? No Zeke. Zeke is suspended. What are you saying? What do you think?
I'm never going to knock down my team.
Of course.
The Chiefs could win based on their talent because they do have a great, talented team. But I ain't going to go against my boys. I think first, nobody really has seen Alfred Morris in a minute. Real play, like full-time play. So they're going to have to figure out, what's up, Heath? What they're going to have to do is figure out Alfred Morris's scheme. So I don't think it's going to be a cake in the park for Kansas City to just beat Dallas. But, hey, my team has been known to be really good at the beginning and lose in the end. I'm just hoping that they stay consistent. They don't give up on their game plan with throwing the ball, getting the ball to Dez Bryant, Beasley, Witten, your go-to people. If you can get them to your go-to people and incorporate still with the running game, if Alfred Morris can get his rhythm going and McFadden getting their rhythm going, I think that we could do it. I just think that we just don't need to be scared because, of course, you're already going to be intimidated because it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're doing really good. But we could be that team to take them out.
Yeah.
We could be that team.
Could.
We just gotta stay hungry. Gotta stay hungry. We don't got Zeke no more, man. I'm sad about not having Zeke, but I'm also excited for Alfred Morris to get that chance to get in and show him what he could do.
Here's my prediction. Dak Prescott throws for 300 plus.
Ooh, I like that.
And Dez does get a touchdown and maybe a 2-point conversion. But I think Casey's gonna pull it out at the end.
KC wins for one reason. The D in Dallas stands for distraction. Hey, okay.
I like that.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that at all. Our defense sucks. But we have great pieces. We have great pieces like DeMarcus Lawrence. Where are you going to get?
He's a beast.
Where are you going to get a defensive player that plays like that?
He's
that hungry.
You know who else? Scandrick. I hate it. But Orlando Scandrick,
I think he's dirty too. He likes to play dirty. I like that. I like him.
He single-handedly changed the game.
So Scandrick, we got pieces on our defense. We just don't have a good defense. Now we got rid of Carr for no reason. I don't know why you would do that.
That was beautiful.
And give him to the Ravens.
Let me clap to you, Carr.
Carr needs to be with us, but we have some things that we need to work out. Like we should have been taking advantage of the draft as well. Defense especially. Trades, giving up a second round pick. We should have done something.
But how much are you paying Dak, Dez, Jay Witt, that O-line, and Ezekiel Elliott? I mean,
Jerry got money to free up after this year because we're still paying Tony.
Yeah.
After
that's what's really getting y'all.
We will be able to free up some money. We're gonna have to pay Dak. That's coming because this is year 2. So he has one more year under the rookie contract, and then Dak's money's coming soon. Ezekiel's money's coming soon. So I think this next year, because it's their third year of the rookie contract, what we're gonna have to really do is invest some money then for some type of defensive scheme.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what's gonna happen that next year because them boys gonna get paid. Zeke and Dak are gonna get paid, gonna get fat contracts.
Okay, but you also got Sean Lee on that defense that need to get paid.
Well, Sean Lee's always gonna get paid. We didn't get rid of Sean Lee.
He is the center of that defense.
That's like Jerry Jones' grandbaby. Like, you know, he's like under the wing right here.
Right.
He ain't going nowhere. Beasley ain't going nowhere. Sean Lee's not going nowhere. And they're gonna get paid. Dez is the only one right now on the squad that's getting that cheddar. That's getting the cheddar. Like and Witten, of course. Ain't nobody getting rid of Witten. Best tight end, one of the best tight ends in the league. So Witten and Dez is where the money's at. Right now, the Cowboys got bread to spend.
Yeah.
They got bread to spend. It's that we need to focus on that defense. Our D will be average, and that's all you need against KC. Everybody is going to be trying to be the man with Zeke on instead of playing our game, which is so true. But the thing is, what we need to be worrying about is Hunt on the defensive side. I think if we just keep our eyes and keep focused on Hunt, we ain't got too much to worry about, really. Like, we won't really have to worry. Kansas City's offense, Kelsey, beast.
Yeah.
Kelsey's a monster.
Hill, the beast.
Tyreek Hill
Hunt.
and Hunt. Those are the three players that you guys got to keep your eye on. So I'm hoping the defense of the Cowboys is really in the drawing board, like really trying to figure out how you can contain those things. But really just contain Hunt and Kelsey.
But
because Kelsey's that sneak.
Here's the thing that's going to stop you guys, okay? It has nothing to do with your defense. It has everything to do with Ezekiel Elliott not being there. The thing that Ezekiel Elliott did, and it showed off last week when y'all played us, and it should have showed off when y'all played the Packers, is that Ezekiel Elliott ate up clock. When he's doing this and eating, I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, feed him the rock. No, he's saying
Andy Reid is an offensive
feeding
guru.
the clock.
He is.
Well, that's true.
He is.
That's true.
So
but
smart.
Look, Zeke eats up the clock. If you sat there and you only have 4 or 5 possessions on offense because the Cowboys have had the ball for 5, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't if you don't show
so
up.
You're telling me that you don't think that they could still run the
Morris,
system?
I think I think you agree with me that they're going to go to a passing offense.
Have to.
They're going to open it. They're going to open it up a lot more. The problem with the passing offense, incomplete passes stop the clock. Okay, interceptions. If you're not running the ball, and Dak could run. But if they're not focused on the read option, they're not thinking read option, and they're just sitting back waiting for Dak.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So they're not going to have as much time on the offense.
But I'm also going to give my boys credit. I'm going to give my boys credit because this whole season we have realized that Zeke could be serving this 6-game suspension. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they do have him in the back.
Had to
Wrong.
Deal with him
we have
doing
other
it.
weapons. Mom, like who? Tell me other weapons that we have.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting on that. Because I think all the weapons we've named already.
Yeah.
I think we've named all the weapons. But honestly, I think Alfred Morris, if he just keeps a steady head and gets those yards, eats up the clock like Zeke would, he's got the legs, he's got the body to do it. I think we could do it.
Alfred Morris, now is your time to set out the plan. Okay? Now is when you self-destruct.
Our D scheme is to give up the short game and contain the home run. Our offense needs to eat the clock, and that's the O-line's job. That's so true. That's so true. And if we can do that, we could win the game.
Time of possession. If you guys win the time of possession in this game, you should win the game.
Man, okay. So let's talk about this last team.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. Okay? I'm in the middle of what's coming to be a nightmare. We literally have lost our entire offensive line. Everybody is gone. Our receivers have lost all their hands. They can't catch anything. Can't even catch a cold, and it's getting cold outside. Kirk.
Your defense have been decent, though. Your defense.
I'm not talking about my defense. We're talking about Kirk. Kirk, I got a whole couple pages here for you because you know what? Look, none of our receivers are 7'2", okay? So you throwing the ball all the way up into the heavens ain't working. You need to get right around here. Okay, get it in the numbers. All right, Kirk? Secondly, Kirk, don't hold on to the ball for 2 years, buddy. You know you don't have an O-line. Throw the ball, man.
Kirk is listening right now.
Oh, my God.
He's listening to you talk right now.
I am surrounded by a lot of my dear friends that and Catherine and her sister and all their friends are from Michigan, and that I just absolutely love Michigan State and Kirk Cousins. And he's the greatest thing. Hey, that's fine. He's a good man. He's a man of God.
He is a good man.
He's a
good man.
Praise,
good man.
Great. All that stuff's great. But look, bottom line is, I need you to perform. All right. And when you can't beat Dallas, your time is short in Washington. All right?
I cannot believe that you just said that.
Oh, I definitely said that. Not even that you can't beat Dallas. We were driving down to win the game and you threw an interception multiple times. You know what? We need Sexy Rexy back. You know what, Cameron? Let him know. Rex
Sexy
Grossman.
Rexy back? You're going back to Rex Grossman?
Sexy Rexy did his thing. Okay, look. Kirk, I'm just saying I'm disappointed with you, buddy. I'm disappointed. But the Redskins
will you guys beat the Seahawks this year? Is the question. Will you guys beat the Seahawks?
I think we can. Honestly, I think we can. I think if we get into a shootout, we will.
I think if the defense if their defense can handle anybody, they probably can handle y'all.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's gonna be a good game though.
The Titans, the Titans put up 24.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
True.
Nah. They're not that same team. Sherman ain't the stud
Seahawks have been really disappointing me. I ain't gonna count y'all out.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna say that's gonna be a for sure win against the Seahawks because no. Y'all actually have been playing decent. Y'all just have had some, like you said, some bad situations.
As long as our D stays on, our D is great, and as long as our D scores points,
you guys,
Kerrigan's about to be a defensive player of the year.
You need to be praying every day that Kerrigan just stays healthy. If he just stays healthy.
Kerrigan, Norman, Swearinger,
yes.
We got some linebackers. Our defense is legit right now.
That's true.
Okay, they're holding it down. But the thing is, our
Rex
offense
Grossman
keeps
is the real number 8, not Kirk.
Yes.
Which is so true.
I like that.
Skins need Cap, bottom line.
Yo, I'd be down. That's the funny thing. People have issues. No,
but
you know I would
that.
be down. But what if Dak got hurt? Would you take Cap?
In a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying. I would have no problem taking Kaepernick. I have no problem doing that. It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen.
Not with your owner.
Not with my owner and Trump right around the corner.
No, it's not gonna happen.
They ain't gonna bring Kaepernick this one. Nah,
he ain't
squash all that nonsense.
But he should. That would be great. That would be great.
Kirk isn't mobile enough.
That would be great
for the O-line issues. Oh, I agree. That is the entire reason why, with RG3, we made the read option offense because we did not have an O-line. Is that not correct? Not correct?
Yes, it is
correct. We went and drafted and gave Kirk Cousins this great O-line so we could protect his pretty little face, but Robert didn't have an O-line, and everybody still dogged him. I am bitter.
You are bitter. But see, that's why I said they should always use McCoy. McCoy has legs.
Where's McCoy from? He's from Texas. He's a plant. He's a plant from Dallas.
Use McCoy. The thing is, McCoy was the team when we had our dynamic season. Let's go back to our dynamic season.
Dave. Wildcat.
McCoy was the only one to come in and beat us. When we had a dynamic, beautiful. That's what with TR. That was with Tony Romo being hurt.
That was so beautiful.
Came in.
I called you that night.
Beat us. Beat us with all of our continuing.
I called my mom, and she called me. And then we called today.
So why not? Why not use McCoy?
Because you bring McCoy in for those once-in-a-lifetime shooting star moments where he upsets the Cowboys, and that's the only one of the ones.
But do you honestly think that McCoy is that far off than Kirk?
Yes.
By what means?
I'm saying
arm-wise, they both have great arms.
McCoy's a backup.
I'd rather use even for the long ball. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you rather use McCoy's arm for the long ball than Kirk's ball? Man, come on.
A lot of that has to do with play calling. He's not calling the plays. Come on.
Amari has joined. Hey, Amari, Seahawks play the Redskins. What you going for? I know you're going for your team.
Of course you're going to go for
Seattle. But we already was talking about your defense. Your defense is not the same as it used to be. And especially as you start paying the defense so much money, are they going to be able to be are they going to be able to be the Legions of Boom? That's all I'm just saying.
They gave up 402 yards
Are the Legions going to be able to show up against the Redskins?
They gave up 402 yards passing to Deshaun Watson.
Which is so true.
You know?
Oof, man, this is going to be a great weekend. This is going to be a great weekend of football.
I can't wait.
If we win, y'all ain't going to be able... I'm going to wear my Cowboys jersey every day. All week. I'm going to be funky all week. I'm going to just put it on every day. If we beat the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm going to wear it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
See that game.
It's going to be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I ain't even going to take it off. I'm going to sleep with it. I ain't going to take it off until the next Sunday.
I'm glad she's happy now.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Wait till November and December. That's when the Cowboys fans normally go,
Hey, but it's okay because we'll have Zeke back.
Hey.
If we make it anywhere, Zeke will be back.
Oh, my goodness. And you think Zeke gonna come right off the bus and be okay?
Hey, that boy gonna work.
No!
This is Zeke we're talking about. We're Ohio State Zeke. This is Ohio State Zeke.
Repping Ohio State.
This is Dallas Cowboys Zeke. He's gonna show up.
Gracious.
I love Kirk. He makes Dallas secondary look elite.
Yes, David, you're right.
Young.
You're right.
They're young. They need to feel good about themselves every now and then.
David, you're right. That's what Kirk's job is. He wrote that in his contract. That's why he's a franchise quarterback.
Hey, McCoy is always available on the backup. I just feel bad for my man because they ain't trying to give him no shine.
You know why Kirk accepted that franchise tag 2 years in a row? Because Jerry Jones is paying him under the table.
Here you go. Here you go.
Have you seen how Kirk has played against Jerry? What is he? 1-5 against Dallas?
Listen, but the thing is, your whole team is 1-5 against Dallas.
No,
your team is 1-5 against. Not just Kirk. The team is 1-5.
I think the last time we beat Dallas was with Robert Griffin.
No, yeah.
Tell you something.
No, I think Cousins has got a game. No, McCoy won that game.
Yep.
McCoy won that game against us. So that was
Kirk
still
is 1-5
but that was still 3 years ago.
Dallas.
That's 3 years ago. So that's still not far away that you guys beat us. Kirk, you don't have a really good record with us, but it's okay. It's okay.
I don't need to say anything
else. Hashtag sorry, Sean. Let's start that. Let's start a hashtag sorry,
Dave,
Sean.
Don't start that.
I like that. I'm going to put it on my page. You put it on your page, and people will catch on. Hashtag sorry, Sean. It's okay. Because he's so confident about his team. Y'all saw him last week. Oh, the Redskins are going to do. I know. Don't even say nothing. Hey, but we are so glad you guys came this week. Hey, we've had a great show, and I know he's been I know he's so sad, but it's okay. Hey, we wanted Carson.
Season starts now.
Not Kirk.
Oh, I understand. I get it.
You think that? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying the same thing?
We gotta go, guys.
We gotta go. Hey, but it was such great talking to y'all. Y'all gotta come back next Thursday,
Definitely.
same time.
Yes.
I'll be probably wearing my Cowboys all week because we're gonna win. He's probably gonna be
what I'm
wearing.
When we upset Seattle.
He's gonna be like them Chargers fans when the Chargers left San Diego. They burned the jerseys right in front of the stadium. He gonna have this right outside the Redskins stadium. Torching it.
Now, what people don't understand is this is my Chicago shirt, and I have a Chicago hat in the car. Just in case I need to switch. Let's case I need to switch up. All right.
Fair weather. Hey, we're so glad y'all came to talk to us today. Hey, we'll be back on next Thursday, 6 o'clock, in between 6 and 6:15.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, but come on and join us again. Yes. Hey, we had so much fun talking to y'all. Hey, I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Hey, I'll see y'all next week.